Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel, and today I am back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto Gained the Abilities of Dr. Manhattan? And yeah guys, it is an unscripted short movie. Now before continuing this, shout out is due where it is due. Shout out to Shiro's Nadeem for suggesting this idea. Now moving onwards, this might be a little bit darkish, barely slightly neglectish story. So yeah, just a disclaimer there. Anyways, moving on, stay tuned for a story on Meta What If channel as well. And yeah, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to both of my channels. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's short movie. Our story begins 8 years after the Kyuubi attack in Konoha Gakure no Sato. It has been 8 years since the catastrophic Kyuubi attack had happened. It was thanks to Minato Namikaze and his quick-wittedness that they were all alive and well. He used his twins to seal the Biju by splitting its essence and chakra into two parts and sealing it within his children. And thankfully enough, all of them were able to survive because of that, with minimal damage and with minimal casualties. People regarded highly of him even more so than before after that night. As now we go towards the clan side of the village where the clans resided. Amongst them was a house with a swirl on it, a red swirl with black linings. It was an Uzumaki swirl, indicating that Uzumaki clan resided there. As now we go to the backyard to see red-headed woman Kushina Uzumaki was training currently all of her 3 children, as 2 of them had red heads while the one was blonde. As suddenly the blonde one fell down to the ground panting heavily. I can't. Please just 5 minutes, said Naruto panting heavily. As Kushina frowned. Naruto, these are the basics training. If you can't keep up with them, then I'm afraid that you might fall behind this way. As Menma and Mito also frowned. Yeah, Naruto, if you can't keep up, then why don't you sit it out? You can always learn this in the academy, you know, said Menma as he adjusted his glasses. I know, but I still want to train with you all. I know you want to, but son, it is important that the 2 of your siblings, your Nesan and Nisan, knows how to control the Kyuubi. What happened to me, I'll be damned if it happens to them. You realize that? Yes, Gachon, said Naruto as he saw a dark gleam in Kushina's eyes as they were narrowed. As that is when Naruto saw that his mother was still in thought as she was clutching his shoulder tightly. Gachon, you're hurting me, said Naruto as he was scared from his own mother. Oh, sorry, Naruto, I was thinking for a moment, said Kushina. Why don't you take a rest? Menma, Mito, continue onwards. Hi. As after that, now we see it was evening, as everyone was seated, as Kushina was telling Minato in front of everyone, including, their family, what the progress has been. As Minato frowned, looking towards Naruto. Naruto, son, we have given you chances again and again, but it seems that you are a slow learner than your siblings. I'm afraid we have to put your training behind. We have to focus on them. You must realize that this is important, right? We can't risk anything that happened 8 years ago on the night you all were born to ever happen again. As Naruto then sighed and looked down. Don't give me that look, son. You know we tried, right? You're just not trying hard enough. And even if you do, then you keep on falling behind. I get it, I guess. As after that we see there was a knock on the door, as Naruto then said, breaking the moment of silence that was there. I'll get it. Yeah, do so, son, said Minato, as all of them looked down. Minato didn't like this one bit that he had to say these words to his son, but he knew that it was important, because that masked person has vowed that he will return. Maybe it was his paranoia that was getting to him, but he knew he had to focus on the others, because Menma and Mito would be his targets in the future, and he'll be damned if anything happens to them what happened to Kushina. You see, Kushina's chakra coils were destroyed because of this, and he'll be damned if anything like that sort happens ever again. As now we see, Minato was brought out of his stupor when a man with white hair was standing in front of him. Kid, you have been in deep thought. What are you thinking so deeply about? My new Uchiha tactic books is gonna be not released for a month or so, you know? Sensei, when did you get here? since little Naruto over here opened the door. As after that, everyone greeted him. As Jiraiya sat down and had dinner with them. And after dinner, we see Kushina and Minato then asked, "What is it, Sensei? Have you finished the task that I had given you on the night the children were born, Minato?" As Minato and Kushina flinched, they're still kids, and Menma and Mito have shown results as you had said. Naruto, I know. Then it is decided. We are to leave to Mount Miyaboku. You two will begin your training as well. What? What do you mean by that? I have found a way to heal your chakra coils. Me and Tsunade have been working closely. We are going to install a artificial chakra coil within you, Kushina, capable of even withstanding powers of those of Bijus. As Kushina's eyes widened, what? But how? Tsunade was able to experiment with the Hashirama cells that we have acquired from Orochimaru's lab. Turns out the bastard was experimenting on them. Turns out, thanks to those cells' regenerativity, we are able to conduct an experiment and make artificial chakra coils that will help you generate chakra throughout your body and allow you to use jutsu again. As Kushina was pleased, as Minato then said, "Then what about my training? It's the sage training, kid. You haven't finished that, remember? Before we could even begin, the war happened. Now, you have enough time to finish while the others train there. How long will it take?" "We do not know. It can take a year, 2 years maybe." What about Naruto then?" "It is only possible that we take Naruto with us, but seeing that he is not progressed far ahead as you tell me, like Menma and Mito had, it's hopeless. If we take him, he might only get himself hurt or worse, turn into a stone." "Yeah, I don't want him to turn into a stone." While the adults were talking, the kids were listening in the stairway. As Menma and Mito looked towards Naruto, who was looking down. "Naruto, listen." As Naruto dashed upstairs, as Menma and Mito followed him suit. "Listen, Naruto, please open the door." "Yeah, Naruto, stop being a brat and open the door, please." "Mito, you're not helping." Sorry," said Mito, as Menma, being the oldest one, then said, "Naruto, I know you're mad, but you have to understand that Kachan and Tochan has went through a lot when we were born. They're just worried about us." "Yeah, I get that, but what about me? What am I gonna do here while you're away for a year or two?" That even I don't know. Maybe we can convince them to take you with us. Maybe if you train hard enough, you'll be able to catch up with us," said Menma. As Mito nodded, "Yeah, Naruto. Just open the door, please." As Naruto opened the door, wiping away his tears. As Menma and Mito then said, hugging their little brother, "No matter what happens, always remember, we Uzumaki stick together. Family above all. I'm sure that Kachan and Tochan will realize that." And surprisingly enough, the next day, everything on the opposite side happened what they had thought. As Naruto was to be left behind under the care of Hiruzen Sarutobi. As Naruto was shocked, and so was Menma and Mito. "Kachan, Tochan, you can't be serious. He is our brother. You can't be serious of leaving him behind. We can train him there. You can continue on your training. We have to focus on our own training as well. There is a cure that has been found by Tsunade-sama for your mother. And not only that, I have to finish the sage training. You two have to continue on your training. I highly doubt we might even ourselves have enough time to train Naruto." As Naruto looked down. "Look, son, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this," says Kushina, as she bent down on knees and placed both hands on Naruto's shoulder. "You're weak, Naruto." As Naruto's eyes widened, as Menma and Mito were shocked and baffled as well, and so was Minato. "If you want to catch up with us, if you want to live up to the name of the Uzumakis, you better get stronger when I come back. Otherwise, we will push you aside." As Naruto was left shocked and baffled. What? "You heard me. Come on, Minato. Kids, let's go." "Kachan, enough!" said Kushina to Menma. "I have said so. Don't forget that I'm still the clan head of the Uzumaki clan. I can banish him if he is not serious enough for his training. As now we see, all of them left baffled and shocked, as Naruto was staring at his mother's words, ringing in his ears. If you don't get strong enough, we will cast you aside. As Naruto's fist clenched as he dashed away. As now we see, on the other side, Minato was baffled. What the hell was you thinking, Kushina? Why would you say something like that to our own son? He has been trying hard enough as it is. Well, he's not trying hard enough. And it's called tough love. I have seen most of the Uzumaki's parents do so to their children. And not like I'm gonna seriously do that. If he's not able to still become stronger, then obviously, yeah, I get it that the shinobi life is not for him. It was just to motivate him and push him forward. This is not the way, Kushina, said Jiraiya. You pretty much broke that kid's heart and broke his trust. If that is what happens to get him stronger, then so be it. Mark my words, Kushina, what you have done might come back to bite you in the future. Remember, kids, what your mother has done is a grave, grave mistake. Said Jiraiya. Enough! I have made no mistake. If anything, I had made a mistake of going on too lenient with him for the past 8 years. If that wouldn't have happened, we wouldn't have to have leave him behind. Do you think I would have gladly left him behind like this? No. I'm pissed that I had to leave him. Because for an Uzumaki, leaving one behind is close to the most, well, gruesome law that you can break. And I have broken that law of leaving him behind. Because I was not a strict mother. Calm down, Kushina. It's alright. I'm sure that Naruto will be stronger once we get back. As Manma and Mito, although were sad, they also began to contemplate. Was it really wise to say those words to Naruto? He was already in a bad place. While on the other side, it had been a few days since the departing of the Yondem Hokage and his family, except for one. As Naruto wandered around the village to grab some groceries, as the people began to, well, spread rumors about him. Is he the stain of the Hokage's family? I heard that he's left behind because he was not able to get stronger enough. If I had a son like that, I would have cast him aside for long ago. Kids like those should not be born. Nothing more than a stain to the reputation of our Kage, and whatnot. As these were the rumors that were spreading around. As Naruto couldn't breathe, as he dashed and dashed and dashed until he arrived in the forest of death. There he sat down, clutching his heart as it was panting heavily, close to beating out of his own chest. Calm down. There's just rumors. They don't hate you. As that is when Naruto saw another vision of his mother. I am casting you aside, Naruto. You're nothing more than a disappointment. As Naruto's eyes was going blind, as he saw that his father was standing behind him, looking at him with the same look. And his siblings, well, they were somewhat disappointed, but were sad. As Naruto saw the disgust in his mother's eye. No, no! As Naruto's eyes suddenly opened, he was back in his, well, house. As that is when he noticed that there was an Anbus standing there, and in a blink of an eye he disappeared. What? There was someone here. I swear that someone was here. As now we see the said Anbu arriving inside the Hokage office. Hokage-sama, rumors have been spreading about young Naruto. I have taken him to Inuichi-sama to, well, conduct some evaluation. What? On whose behalf? I thought so it was necessary. And Inuichi-sama said that Naruto is under a lot of stress and depression. What? He's a kid, Kakashi. How can a kid that age be under depression? Or have you forgotten that he's the son of the Fourth and the Red Death? Uzumakis are hard to depress. But they're still humans, aren't they? Leave him be, Kakashi. He's a kid who's sad that his parents left him behind. It will take time, obviously, for him to heal and forget about them. And so, time began to pass by. Naruto trained regularly, each and every day. Didn't even stop even if it was snowing, raining, or even if it was hailing. He continued to train again and again and again. And even still, he was not getting any better. As Naruto was panting heavily, as he was already in the academy and has just been defeated by Sasuke Uchiha. No, not again, said Naruto as he clutched his hand into a fist and slammed it onto the ground. Damn it! As he got up and left. As Sasuke then smirked and said, "Huh, he is nothing more than a stain on the Uzumaki name. Huh, should have thought that better going against an elite like me." While the others were sad as well, while Sasuke's fangirls were making fun of him. As now we see Naruto training regularly, each and every day. He had a lot of bruises now on his body because of the dangerous training that he was doing and copying, trying his best to achieve some sort of upper level and gain upper hand, but so far it was for naught. While training in the forest of death one day, he fell after his foot slipped from the tree branch that he was about to land. He fell back first to the ground, but the ground shattered beneath him as he fell deeper within. As after arriving there, we see that Naruto passed out as he was bleeding until a being appeared there, being made out of blue energy. As he looked down at him with a sad frown on his face. Such a young child, such a tough destiny. As that is when his eyes glowed, as he began to see the future, present, and the past. As his eyes widened, oh no, as he witnessed that the child was standing in front of the burning world, as he was wearing a black cloak with red clouds on it, and his headband, as he saw these people wore, was slashed. I cannot allow this to happen. It will cause chaos and destruction. As now we see he moved his hand in front of Naruto, as he was about to eradicate him, but stopped. As he then thought and contemplated, it is decided. I shall change the future by granting him power. As after healing Naruto, we see that his wounds begin to close. As Naruto then opened his eyes. Where am I? As Naruto was close to passing out again, as he saw a ghost-like figure standing in front of him. Do not worry, child. I am not here to harm you. Who are you? You can call me Doctor. Doctor? Doctor who? Doctor will be fine, because that is all you need to know. As he bent down on his knees and looked towards Naruto in the eyes. Listen to me, kid. Why are you so sad and depressed? Tell me. As Naruto's eyes went, how do you... I have seen you for a few days. Doctor lied, telling Naruto that he has been watching over him, because he was able to also read his memories. But you have been training rigorously. I can sense your emotions. You are conflicted, enraged, beyond belief. As Naruto then sat down. What is it to you? Even if I told you, nothing would make a difference. Well, it can ease up your heart, if nothing more than that. Fine. After all, you're nothing more than a ghost, so what can you do? Yeah, I am nothing more than a ghost. So go ahead and do tell, said Doctor. I was left behind by my family. My mother, she outright told me that if I don't get strong before she comes back, then I'll be cast aside. I don't know why she said that, but I saw the look on her face. She was serious. My father didn't say anything, so he probably approves of that. My brother, he tried to say something, but he was shut up by my mother. I'm scared. She is gonna kick me out once she returns, and I'm not strong enough. It's already been a few years already, and I'm nowhere better, said Naruto, as he wiped away his tears, as new tears followed suit. It's alright, kid. What if I told you I can help you, but you have to promise me a few things? What? Can you do that? Yes. I may be a doctor, but I have the ability to grant you my abilities. As Naruto's eyes widened, why would you do that? Because I know you can be better, Naruto Uzumaki. As Naruto's eyes widened. Really? Yes, you have the potential. I can see in it with you. You're just a slow learner, that is all. But that doesn't mean that you are any less better than your siblings, even if they are prodigies. Always remember, those who tend to work hard are always the one who achieve, even if they have to take the baby steps in their life. Thank you. But how will you even share your power? This will hurt for a bit, but please bear with it. I have already altered so that you can return to your form. As now we see, a hand was placed on Naruto's chest. As blue aura began to revolve around that blue hand and enter inside Naruto's chest, as Naruto felt a burning sensation, as if his body was being destroyed from within. As after that, Naruto was close to passing out. Rest now, Naruto. Once you wake up, you will know what to do. As now we see the doctor stand and had a small smile on his face, as he has just seen the future. I'm glad that it all worked out. Let's see how you play out, Naruto. As after that, the doctor opened a portal and disappeared, just the way he came here to do. As Naruto opened his eyes, as he found himself levitating, if anything else, as blue aura was surrounding him, he was still in his human form, but his eyes were complete white. As Naruto began to see the memories of Dr. Manhattan, as this was the only name he could make up of, Manhattan. As Naruto witnessed him turning into Dr. Manhattan, and then him being the Watcher. As Naruto realized that he was given the abilities of basically a god. He could do anything. He could even be stronger than ever. But that is when he saw his own future, and he was shocked. He had killed his own family, everyone, and he was standing there. No, no, why would I do that? As Naruto began to see the memories, if he hadn't met Doctor, his parents would have returned. His siblings would have tried to get close to him, but him being embraced that they have been gone for far too long, well, didn't want anything with them. As Naruto saw that he was the dead last at the graduation of the academy, and his siblings arrived, becoming the top of the class, just on the day they arrived as well. Naruto gritted his teeth. He was becoming jealous, envious of his siblings, and then he met the masked person man. The same person who has caused grief to his parents, who made his mother's life living hell. Then he witnessed that he had completely changed. And then he witnessed that his mother tried to attack him, and his mother's dying word, I wish you never would have been born, Naruto. As Naruto's eyes widened, while only the side his father, Jiraiya, everyone, even his own siblings pleaded, but all was going down the drain when his mother said those words, and all fury was unleashed on them. And when Naruto stopped, seeing the red in his eyes, he witnessed that he has already burned the world. As Naruto fell down, face first to the ground, tears falling from his face, as he wiped them, I don't care what happens to Katja. She seemingly doesn't care about my being. But I am sure as hell won't allow the same fate to occur for the rest of the world and for my father and siblings. They have been by my side since day one. I won't allow anything of that to happen with them. As Naruto knew what he needed to do, he had already seen the masked person, the hideout, everything. So, he took flight and blazed through the rocks and arrived in the air. As he was now levitating, we see that Naruto's form began to change, as he was now completely like Dr. Manhattan. As Naruto blitzed and arrived in Amegakure, hovering above the village, he was looking down at it. As his eyes widened, as he realized, not a single soul, each and every one of them were puppets. All of them. What happened? As he saw the past that the Akatsuki ones took over, killed each and every one. Puppeteer Sasori made the human puppets by experimenting on the people, while the others offered to Jashinist by the Jashin priest, and others just killed and sell their organs. Naruto was pissed as he made his both hands come forward and dismantled the whole village particle by particle and destroyed it, as all of the Akatsuki members were found and levitated into the air. As Naruto began to cause all of them to disintegrate just by looking at them. What the? Who even are you? I am someone who has seen the threat, especially you, Zetsu. I know who you are, Will of Kaguya. As Zetsu's eyes widen, as all of them then turned into disintegrated forms, and nothing of there remained, as Naruto saw the future even further on, as he arrived at Mizugakure, where the civil war was happening. After arriving soon, he defeated the extremist and took down Yagura with just a single attack, after landing in front of Mei, the rebelist, and the others, as he looked towards Mei Tsurumi. Who are you? As all of them on defending state, because he, with a single attack, has just wiped out the threat that they were fighting for years upon years to no end. I am someone who came here to help Mei Tsurumi. You, as a Mizukage, should lead Kiri to prosper. Make sure the bloody Mist Village ends tonight, and a new Mist Village is reborn. As everyone nodded, as after that Naruto took flight once more, as he arrived in Tsuna, where he saw Gaara of his age, a 9-year-old trying his best to make friends with the others, but so far he was rejected, as Naruto turning himself back into a human form, then arrived in front of him, and became his best friend. As after that Naruto arrived inside the mindscape, thanks to his abilities he was able to do that, and talked to Shikaku, and showed him the future, where he and Gaara were best friends and partners. So you want me to believe in this, brat? Yes, because I know both of you, of working together, have a lot of potential. You know what? Fine. I'll humor you, and see how the brat fares. As now we see, Naruto and Gaara played to no end, until Gaara then said, I am getting tired, Naruto. Why don't you rest, Gaara? As Gaara then began to fall asleep, as Naruto witnessed that the whole village became emptied, as Anbus arrived there. And suddenly, Gaara was snoring and nothing was happening. What did you do? Nothing. I was just playing with him. And he fell asleep because he was tired. Bullshit. If he falls asleep, all hell will break loose. Wake up, Gaara. Don't you dare wake him up, said Naruto as he glared at the man, as a barrier appeared on Gaara, a sound barrier which wouldn't allow any sound to travel within. Who are you? I am a being that you don't want to piss off. I am very protective of my precious people. So get the hell away from him. As after that, the others just stood back and watched, as Gaara for the whole night rested while Naruto sat down next to him. As after Gaara woke up, his eyes widened, to find himself sitting next to Naruto. Naruto, I was able to... Yes, I know you were able to sleep, Gaara. You will, from now on, be able to sleep. Shikaku won't bother you, as everyone flinched when he said this name, as that is when Rasa arrived there. As Naruto looked towards him and said, So, the Kazekage finally arrives. What do you want, Rasa? You know who I am then. You all should also know that how I feel if you threaten my village. Threaten? Huh. I have appeased your village. Your villagers don't need to feel the wrath of Shikaku any longer. And yet, you think that I did something wrong. How so? What have you done to him? He's still within, isn't that right, Shikaku? As Gaara was taken over by Shikaku, as Shikaku smirked and said, Of course, here I am. As everyone flinched before Shikaku returned back inside, as Gaara was there. If anything happens to Gaara, Shikaku will be protective of him. So remind you again. Be very careful around him to not piss him off. Because if you do, you will piss me off. Naruto, where are you going? I have to leave for the time being, but I promise you, Gaara, I will visit you again. And so, Naruto arrived back at the village, but as he was returning, he sensed another vision coming, and he was able to see that a girl named Fu was also being attacked. So, he arrived there in the village of Takigakure, and he saw that the girl was almost close to being, raped. as Naruto was able to save her, cover herself, and then, using his ability to disintegrate humans, eradicated all of them in one go. As Fu looked at Naruto with wide eyes, as Naruto returned back to his normal self. Are you alright, Fu? How do you? It's a specialty of mine. A Kikigenkai of a sword. I see. You don't need to worry about anything, Tommy. I'm not gonna do anything to her. The village is empty as it is. I killed them all. If you wish to, you can come with me. After all, I too, like you, have been living a quite lonely life. Who knows, maybe we'll be best friends in the future. Is it really fine if I go with you? What if someone stops me? No one would. Every one of them is dead, said Naruto as Fu's eyes widened. You killed them? I had to. They would have turned something worse to you otherwise. I see. As now we see, Naruto then arrived with Fu back at Konoha and enrolled her into the academy as well. As years began to pass by, as finally Naruto was becoming much more stronger and stronger. As nobody noticed, but his demeanor in a single night had changed for the best. For the day he took off, everything had changed about him. The way he carried himself, the way he talked, the way he was always so calm. And there was this other new girl named Fu, as she was always by his side. But on the other side, Hiruzen knew of the rumors that were spreading around, and so did Jiraiya because of his spy network. What is it, Sensei? Back in Mount Miyaboku, we see Minato say this to Jiraiya, who has gotten the report from his, spy network. There is a kid named Naruto going around. Turns out he eradicated the whole Takigakure village with just single attack. And not only that, he also destroyed destroyed the extremists from Kirigakure, helping the rebels, and saved Suna from the One-Tail's wrath. How is this possible? Who could be doing this? As that is when they saw the description of the kid. As Minato's and Jiraiya's eyes widened. We have to return. Yes. As immediately all of them were going back. As soon as they arrived, we see that Naruto and a girl was resting in their living room watching a movie. As Minato then said, Naruto? Who is this? This is Fu. She's from Taki. Just moved here recently. As this further on confirmed that it might have been Naruto. Naruto? Have you been going around and destroying villages? Destroying villages? What do you mean by that? The Amegakure incident. The whole village was wiped out from the face of the earth like it didn't even existed. And Takigakure as well. What makes you think that I would do something like that? Cut the crap, Naruto. You have to tell us, please. What makes you think that I have anything to tell you? What? Said Kushina. You cheeky brat. Do you know who you are talking to? I am your mother. So you better tell me everything. I don't have anything to tell you. If anything, I have followed your words. Became stronger. Show me then. What? Kushina, you can't be serious. No, I am very much am. He needs to be taught a lesson, Minato. He is not only being rude to his parents, but he's also getting a lot of cocky, thinking that he has learned a few things while we were gone. Kachan, please don't do this. Naruto, stop. Apologize to our Kachan, said Minato. Menma. Nisan. It's good to see you. It's good to see you too as well, Tochan. It's good to see you as well, Kasan. As Minato noticed that instead of Kachan, Naruto said Kasan. As for Jiraiya, he also smiled at Naruto, as Naruto returned that smile. Fu, please move to the side. As Kushina attacked Naruto, because Naruto was ignoring her, as Naruto fell down to the ground. Get up and face me. Otherwise I will kick you out of the Uzumaki clan. As Naruto stood up, as he clenched his fist, I'm not using any violence against you, mother, said Naruto. As Kushina gritted her teeth, and then attacked him again. Come on, show me what you got. Come on! As Naruto wasn't doing anything, he just closed his eyes shut and took each and every beating until Minato then said, enough! If he said he didn't do anything, he didn't do anything. I've had enough with you, Kushina. He's nothing more than an innocent kid. He's our son, not an enemy. I, I'm sorry. I thought that I'm sorry, Naruto. I'm sorry, Minato-kun. I shouldn't have done that, said Kushina as she left, to calm herself and realize what she had done, reflecting on her mistakes. While on the other side, Man Mito dashed towards Naruto. Come on, we have to get you bandaged up. Yeah. As after the two of them took Naruto, we see that Minato and Jiraiya looked towards one another and sighed. What is up with her? I don't know. She always has been harsher on Naruto. I don't know why. I just don't understand what is wrong with her. He's our son as well. Why can't she be like the mother she is to Mito, to Naruto? That is something that she is the only one who can answer, Minato. I just wish things were different. Not like this. As now we see, Jiraiya then looked towards Fu and smiled. Now, young lady, how about an introduction? I am Naruto's godfather, so mind telling me if, well, what his mother was trying to find was the truth or not? Yes, it was the truth. Naruto has never asked me to keep it hidden. If anything, he just doesn't care who knows or who doesn't. But I was kind of shocked when he hid it from you all. But why would he do that? Wait. Can you repeat that again? Was Naruto the one who destroyed Taki? They were about to do bad things to me. And he stopped them and saved me as Fu was flinching badly and shaking as well, as tears were welling up in her eyes. As Minato calmed herself. Calm down, child. You're welcome in our family, and I promise you, nobody would ever harm you ever again. It's great that Naruto was there to save you. It's just that we have to get answers of a few questions. As after that we see, on the other side, Kushina was sitting down and contemplating the rumors about around Naruto, and her being the reason why he was not as strong as the others, because of her genes, because he was different. And some even said that he was not even Minato's kid. And Kushina cheated on him, while in reality the three of them were born all together. No matter how much she tried to say, nobody would listen. And in the end, instead of taking out her rage that has been sealing and boiling within her, she took it out on Naruto. And it has caused a rift between her son and herself. As now we see, she only thought that this might get better in the future, but it has already been worsened because of what she has done today. As now we see, Naruto was bandaged up. As Naruto looked towards his sibling, who were already fussing over him, she knows he shouldn't have done that. You should have just told her and got her off your back, said Mito. Listen, Naruto, I don't know what is wrong with Kajan. Why is she acting like this with you? But remember this, if she ever tries to bother you again, we will stand up to you. We were just shocked to see our mother, who was loving towards us, act like that in front of you. It's alright, brother. I don't get it as well. Maybe in due time she will tell you guys. What do you mean, you guys? You're also a part of this family. Manma and Mito are right, Naruto, said Minato and Jiraiya, who arrived there. Oh, so she did tell you, right? Yes. Fine. What do you want to know? Everything. As after sitting down and explaining everything over a bowl of ramen for 3 hours, both of them were baffled. So you can see the future, present, and past. I saw the future. I became so envious of you two that I turned to the other side. I followed the masked person that attacked us, and when Kachan said to me that how she wished that I wouldn't have been born, I lost it. And once I regained my consciousness, everything was burning already. I felt suffocated. I did not wish for that to come true. And then I began to see the past. How did even happen? Turns out it's because of Kacha and her insecurity. People have been spreading rumors about her that I'm not her son. And she thinks that no matter what she does, no matter how she says it, the people won't understand. So instead of taking her rage out on the others, she begins to take it out on me. As Minato's hands clenched so tight that they became white. As Naruto placed a hand on his hand, "It's alright though, John. I can already see that she is beginning to change. It will take time, but yeah, I guess she will change." Whatever you say, Naruto. So wait, you already fulfilled the prophecy? Kind of. Unless, as Naruto's eyes widen as he witnessed the future. Otsutsuki's. Who? Otsutsuki's. I have to take care of this. Look, I know I might be crazy, but stay within your village and warn the others to remain there, because the fight can get hectic. As Naruto arrived, disappearing, blitzing into the air, in front of few beings that were hovering above Earth. "This is my domain. Leave this place. This is my home. You have been warned, Otsutsuki's." Ah. And what do we have here? A being. Is it a human or an astral? I am a being that exists to protect this world and its peace. Leave now, or there will be consequences. We'll see how this goes. As now we see Naruto begin to use his abilities to max, while the others begin to do the same. And soon they found out that the powers of Dr. Manhattan, which was basically a god, infused with Naruto, were much, much more dangerous than they had anticipated, as they were all close to being wiped out. Damn it. Damn it all. You think this is the end of us? No. As Ishiki consumed the other two, as they screamed, as he became the new Kishiki, the Otsutsuki god, and the battle of the two gods shook the earth. As now we see, in the end, Naruto was able to defeat him and absorb his powers, while making sure that he was killed. As Kaguya was witnessing this all, she was scared beyond anything, as Naruto had stopped the future threat of Gaara that would have bothered and caused a lot of trouble for his son. His daughter Fubuki and his nephew and niece Sarada, as well as Boruto. And he was pissed that Sasuke was going to be his brother-in-law, but he was gonna make sure that he beat some sense into it so that he would be a man capable of his Nesan. As now we see Naruto returning back and landing in front of his family. As he was beaten a bit, as Naruto looked towards everyone who was worried about him. "I have warned the others. As you said, Naruto, the threat has been averted. There's no need to worry about anything. The future is safe. As long as I'm here, I'll make sure it continues to be that way. That is my promise to my sensei." As on the other side, now we see Dr. Manhattan sitting as he was watching this reality and had a smile on his face. "It's good to know that my legacy has been passed down, and in a good hands as well. I knew you had it within you, kid." As now the doctor finally revealed the 3 promises that Naruto had to make. He would not vent out his rage against the others, hence showing that he didn't even lifted a finger, let alone killed his mother while she was beating him, making sure that he has complete control over himself and of his emotions. On the other side, eradicating each and every threat without showing any mercy that would destroy a lot of lives. And the third one, vowing to protect those who he loved, just like he did once he started. "Dr. Manhattan, you have been called." "Yes, I will be there shortly." As now we see he closed the portal as he smiled and then returned back to his world. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this short movie of, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. Stay tuned for our story on Meta What If channel as well. As this is Apollo Uchiha and I'm signing off for the day. Peace.